Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're jumping into part 2 of a 5-part summary of a huge 20-chapter report from Virtualization Options LLC. Now this report is all about how to build a really effective, ongoing AI security training program. We're barely going to scratch the surface here, but we'll dig into some of the core benefits and, the complexities of getting a program like this off the ground. And just a quick heads up, this is a brief overview, so it comes with no warranty. So, here's what's on the docket. First, we'll talk about why the old way of training just doesn't work for AI. Then we'll get into the smart way to do it, breaking down your audience, customizing what you teach them, and the secret sauce, making it all a continuous process.
All right, so first things first. The crazy fast pace of AI has thrown a huge wrench into corporate training. You know that old way of doing things? That once-a-year click-through compliance module that everyone just tries to get through as fast as possible? Yeah, that just doesn't cut it anymore. Not even close.
And that really brings us to the core question, right? How can one single training module possibly protect everyone when we all face totally different threats from AI? I mean, think about it. The kind of risk an engineer faces when they're building an AI model is worlds away from the risks an HR person has to navigate when they're using an AI tool to screen resumes.
So what's the solution? Well, the report lays out a really clear path forward. It says we have to stop thinking in terms of these broad, generic training sessions. The real key is to design super precise education that's built around specific job functions and the unique risks that come with them. It's all about getting the right knowledge to the right people exactly when they need it.
Okay, that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? The very first step, according to the report, is to slice up your entire organization into distinct audience groups. It makes sense. You can't create personalized training until you know exactly who you're talking to.
Let's start with the foundation, the stuff that applies to absolutely everyone. From the CEO all the way down to the newest intern, every single employee has to get the fundamentals. This is the baseline, understanding how AI is making phishing scams and social engineering attacks way more sophisticated. Knowing the basics of data privacy and being crystal clear on the company's policies for using AI responsibly.
Now, for your tech teams, your engineers, your data scientists, the training has to get way more granular. They're on the front lines, so they need to go deep on how to defend against really complex threats. We're talking about things like adversarial attacks, which are designed to fool an AI model, and prompt injection, where attackers can actually hijack the AI's output. And of course, securing the entire AI supply chain is just critical.
Then you've got your security and compliance teams. They're not just building or using the tech. They're the guardians. Their training needs to be laser-focused on things like new regulations, the EU AI Act, the NIST framework, and crucially, they need a playbook for how to respond when a security incident involves an AI system. And what about the folks in the C-suite? Well, their training is a whole different ballgame. It shifts from the tactical to the strategic. Your execs don't need to know how to code, but they absolutely need to get the big picture. Things like AI governance, the company's potential liability, and how to talk about AI risk to the board in a way that makes sense. And believe it or not, this goes even deeper. Think about it for a second. Your legal team, they need to know the risks of AI-generated content. HR has to be on the lookout for bias in AI hiring tools. Marketing needs to be ready for deepfake threats. Every single one of these groups has a unique risk profile and needs its own custom-tailored content. Okay, so we figured out who needs the training. The next logical step is to nail down what exactly you're going to teach them. And just as important, how you're going to deliver it so it actually sticks.
You can't just send out a boring PDF and call it a day, right? The report suggests a really smart mix of content, things like quarterly briefings to keep everyone up to date on the latest threats, super clear, plain language policies so there's no confusion, and, this one's huge, rapid alert bulletins that you can push out the second a new specific threat pops up.
And check this out, this is a perfect illustration of how it all works in practice for a high-risk group like your engineering team. For them, training isn't some sleepy annual event. No, it's a monthly engagement. They're getting deep dive modules and hands-on labs to make sure that knowledge isn't just learned, it's actually being applied. This next point is absolutely crucial. You have to meet people where they are. Training can't just be hidden away in some learning management system that nobody ever logs into. It needs to be pushed out everywhere. Email alerts, posts in Slack and Teams channels, and even just simple talking points for managers to bring up in their team meetings. The goal is to make learning both unavoidable and incredibly easy.
So, when you put all these pieces together, what's the end game?
What are we really trying to build here? It's about a massive shift in how we think. You're moving away from training as a one-time thing.
And this quote from the report just nails it. The right training program isn't just about ticking a box for the auditors anymore. When you do it right, it becomes a real strategic advantage. It makes your whole organization smarter, faster, and safer. It's a genuine defensive capability against whatever threats are coming next. At the end of the day, this whole approach is about creating a living, breathing program that's designed to adapt in real time. When a new vulnerability or a new attack method shows up, the training can respond in days, not months. That's a huge change from the old, slow way of doing things. It turns your defense from a static wall into an active, intelligent immune system.
And that really leaves us all with a pretty sharp question to think about. How does the training at your own organization stack up? Is it a dynamic, useful capability that's actually keeping pace with the threat, or is it just a static, once-a-year event designed to check a box?
And that's our look at this new model for AI training. Like we said at the start, this was just a quick flyby of a really deep topic. If this sparked your interest and you want to dive into all the nitty-gritty details, we definitely recommend checking out the full report. Thanks for joining us.